Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gary D, and this is Gary D TV. And welcome to a special edition of Coach's Corner. You know, I feel very blessed this year. And the reason is because a lot of great things has happened to me. Before we move on, I have to give a shout out to our sponsors at Peak Elevator and Peak Automotive Center, Randy McGinnis and Ron Elliott, and the special friends down there, Carrie and Cheyenne. You guys have just been brilliant to us, and we really love the fact that you sponsor something that is so positive for other people. If you ever have any kind of automotive problems, you take it to Peak Automotive, and they're at, I know I haven't get to remember this thing, but they're at 940 East 120th Avenue, Suite B, North Glen, Colorado, 80233. And the phone number is 303-268-0268. And our other sponsor, Joey Boglino, a special friend of mine. I've known him since our freshman year in college. And these are just two of the books that he's written. He's a published author. All right, you should check him out. Quit Your Job Before It Kills You, and Everyone Has a Story. I'm in both of these, by the way, guys. Just a little thing. I'm going to laugh at that. Tonight, I just wanted to tell you all how blessed I am to have all of you as friends. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to Coach's Corner. And you know, there's something special that happened this year for me. One is I got even more closer to my best friend, Joey B, and his family. I really did. And then, check this out. Who makes a friend, a good friend, at 55 years old? Who makes that? Well, I did. Randy McGinnis at Peak Automotive and LB have been a very special friend to me and my family. And I just think that everything happens for a reason. But I want to say, I love you guys. I love you, Joey B, and I love your family too, and I love the McGinnis family. I really appreciate everything that you have been able to contribute to Gary D TV. Now, I thought to myself, what am I going to say for a special Christmas edition of Gary D TV? And because it's Coach's Corner, I thought I would give some credit to some peeps. You see this football I'm holding here? Well, this football was signed by a very special team from Plano Sports Authority. Yeah, they're the Steelers because the Broncos name were gone, but there you go. Each one of these kids has a special story to me. But what I got to tell you, and what's funny is, when I went into coaching, I thought I knew everything about it. I played the sport all my life. I was an athlete all my life. And I thought, you know what? It's going to be easy to coach football. This team right here, the first year I went on to coaching was 0-10. We didn't win a game. All right. We learned a lot of shit, but we did not win a game. So that put a big shock to my ego. Nevertheless, 4 years later, and this is in the year 2000, 4 years later we went to Disney World and won the national championship. That's right. This is the ball, signed by all my players. Okay, and I'm so proud. Not only am I proud of myself, but I'm proud of them because, first of all, it taught me a lesson. No matter how much you know, you don't know shit. You have to keep on learning in life. That's what you got to do. Well, being Coach's Corner, I want to talk about what you have learned in life. What are the people that are very special to you that you've learned from? And have you told them? Have you sat back, called them up and said, you're special to me, man? Because if you don't do that, then what is it, man? I mean, sometimes you just have to give. You just have to say thank you. And I know it's hard sometimes. I know that it's already taken for, but nah, man, it's Christmas time. It's very special that we've even made it another year after all the bullshit that we've gone through for the last couple of years. Like I said, I pulled this from the trophy case. And why I did that is because I remember every single kid on this team, how they started and what they became. This kid right here, number 43, oh my God. Think about this. He was the biggest mama's boy in the world. His dad said, you need to do something and make him tough. Well, that kid right there went through all the games that year and never made a tackle, cried a lot, went to his mom a lot, but eventually it got better and better. Robbie actually turned out to be a stud. At least that's what his folks said, and that's what I took it for, because that's what it was. When you can't make a tackle the whole year and you make 2 solo tackles, recover a fumble, and get a quarterback sack in one game, man, you are a stud. I think we overlook what really means special things to us because sometimes things just happen, and we don't take the time to appreciate it. Well, today I'm appreciating it. I'm giving a shout out to all my friends from Aurora Central. I mean, all of them, the cheerleaders, the wrestlers, the football players, the ones that I stay in touch with now. I love you guys. I'm giving a shout out to all the football teams I've ever coached. Man, we've gone through a lot of stuff, but hey, we made it, man. I'm very proud of all of you. And I'm giving a shout out to all my friends. I don't know what I'd be without those guys. I don't know. Online friends, Facebook friends, and regular friends. I'm wishing you all a Merry Christmas. But the one thing I'm going to say to you that I think is very important, and I love the Christmas music I put in the background, is that I have never been, I'll say it like this. When we had Christmases as a kid, we never had a Christmas, all right? It was Christmas time, but my grandmother and my grandfather used to take us to the DAV. And we went to a morning meeting, afternoon meeting, and a dinner meeting. Now, back then, I thought it was just fun. But I didn't realize my grandmother and grandfather couldn't afford no presents. So we went there, and they gave out presents. And it was just a cool thing, because I at least got 3 presents a year, and I was looking forward to it. It was a great time. The Disabled American Veteran Association in the United States, I have nothing but just props to. Without you, I would never had a Christmas. And the fact that my grandmother and grandfather went through that much stuff for me, that I'll never forget it. I never will. I think that all of us should give like that. All of us I know it's one time a year. I think we should do it all through the year. But at least this one time, I think we should do something like that. Reach out, man. Do something. I mean, make sandwiches and give it to the homeless. Do something for them. Get some coats together and give it to them. But we are blessed. We have a roof on our head. We have heat, obviously. We have this beautiful things that my wife sets up. But there are people out there that don't have anything like that. And I think us, as people, as the fortunate ones, we should give back. Just an opinion, but think about it. Sit back in your chair tonight and think about who can you bless this year and bless them. I'm blessed this year because who makes a friend at 55 years old? I did. I made 2 very special friends, Randy McGinnis and LB. Me and my wife love these people. They're very cool, and you just don't do that at our age. But we were blessed enough to have that. We're also blessed enough, like I said, to have what's all around us. This beautiful back set that my wife made. We're just blessed to that. I want to tell you something about the sport that I grew up and loved. I never thought this sport would take me to where I am. I never thought that I could actually, someone that didn't even know what a noun or a pronoun was or a verb, and I'm talking about graduating from high school, could actually go to college, get a master's degree, come back, help children, and do the things that I wanted to do. But this is what that sport did. Now, I'm not telling all you kids that, that's the way to go all your life, but I'm telling you, learn something. Whatever it is, math, English, football, wrestling, track, it doesn't matter. Do what you love to do. And maybe one day it'll come back to bless you and your family and your friends. That being said, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. A very Merry Christmas. And understand this, even if you fail the first time and it takes you 4 years to get to where you're going, guess what? You can do it. This ball's proof to it. So, once again, all of you, your families, your friends, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is Gary D. I'm Gary D. This is Gary D. DV. And thank you for allowing me to come into your homes. I'm out of here. God bless.